Hey guys, Corey here again from Cosplay Tutorials. This is part 2 of the latex mask making tutorials. In part 1 I showed you how to make the teeth and bake them when they are done. So in this part I'm going to be showing you how to apply the latex and how to make the actual latex mask. I'm going to start applying the latex onto the cast of my face that I had made. I'm just taking my liquid latex that I have. I'm going to pour this into a cup. I just have a cup here that I'm going to pour into. I don't usually use this measuring cup for anything. If you've never used liquid latex before, just to warn you, it's got a very fishy smell when you open it. So yeah, don't be afraid. Don't think it's gone bad or anything when you open it if it smells like fish. And I'm gonna take latex sponge. I'm gonna dip that into my liquid latex. So much latex going on here. So I'm going to take that, dip it in latex, and what I'm gonna do first of all is I'm going to apply a thin layer of latex onto the mask. Now, yeah, you still want to be covering. Sorry, you still want to see the white of the latex when you apply it, because if you don't, your layer is not going to be thick enough. This is the base layer that the teeth are going to rest on, and the reason why I do this is because if you just go and you put the teeth on and you don't put any base layer, there's going to be nothing underneath the teeth that's holding it onto all of the other parts of the mask. Okay, so I've applied all the latex to the mask for the base layer. As you can see, it's turned out kind of yellow because it's not a clear colored latex. It's more of a flesh tone, if you could I guess you could call it that. So I've applied it all on there. It's all dried. You can see where just the plaster is and then where the latex is. So that's completely dry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply a really thin layer of it onto the teeth. Putting this on, and you can see there on the teeth how it's white again. See the difference in color from the white to where the latex is already dried. So I've applied it on there to his big scary teeth, and now I'm just going to take the teeth that I've made. See how they're hard and they're pretty solid. So yeah, I'm going to just take this and I'm literally just going to press it right onto the mask. You can apply a little bit of latex to the back of your tooth because it's just going to give it a little bit more to stick onto. So sorry, my nose is bugging me. So I'm just going to apply just a tiny little dab of latex on the back, and that'll just like I said, that'll just make sure that it grabs on and it adheres a little bit better. Okay, so I've got all the teeth put on the mask. As you can see, they're not falling off or anything. They're all stuck on there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cotton balls, and if you take one of them out, you'll notice they're rolled up. They're not exactly balls. They're more so strips of cotton that have been rolled up. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to completely unroll it, and it's going to separate, but that's okay because I want it to. And then I'm going to take it and just turn it, and you're going to separate it. You're going to make it a lot wider, and this way you're not going to have to apply too much latex to it. So you can just do it in layers instead of globbing it on all at once. And then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to tear it like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my and I'm going to take it and I'm going to put the latex on the roots of the teeth and in between the roots. You can see I'm getting it in between, and I'm getting it on the teeth, in which I'm going to be applying it to directly. You don't want to apply it too far down the actual tooth. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's all on there. And I'm literally just gonna take the piece of cotton that I've got, find where I've put the latex on here, and I'm just gonna press it down onto the wet latex. And then you're going to take some more latex, put it on, and you're going to saturate this. You're not gonna, dump the whole thing on. Just take it, and you're just gonna stipple it on and brush it out as well a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit more latex. You don't want too much latex, but I mean, it's pretty hard to get too much latex at this point because it's all soaking into the cotton. So you're going to do this for a couple of layers until you get the look that you actually want your gums to have. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up this, and I'll show you what it looks like when I've got the layers how I want them to. Okay, so I've got I've applied all the latex to the teeth. I've done I think I've done 2 or 3 layers just to the teeth. You can see the roots. You can see the roots on the teeth, and I've also got the roots showing on the top of the teeth. So yeah, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna add the cheekbones, and I'm going to add the brow line. So for the cheekbones, you're just gonna want to go in and bulk it up. So just do the same thing with the cotton balls. This time, don't widen them. Just unroll it and rip it in half, or even into quarters, and then just bulk it up on there, depending on depending on the size of your actual cheekbone on your cast. And you're just going to continue to layer it up and just shape it. And so I'm going to do that, and I will show you what that looks like in a second. Okay, so I've got the cheekbones, that's the word, put on the mask. As you can see, I did a little bit more sculpting, I guess the right word is, right there. So I've got the cheekbones coming out. It's starting to actually look like a skull now. Now the cheekbones do come out. You can see the little bulge there. They do actually come out of the skull, and yeah, those are, I guess, would form the apples of your cheeks. And yeah, so now what I'm gonna do, actually, as you can see, is I've put some more latex up here. I've put one more layer up here just because it was looking really thin. So I did bring it across the nose because I'm just gonna paint it. I'm gonna cut out the sides, and then I'm gonna paint the white, or the middle white. So now what I'm gonna do is go in and do the brow line. I'll do one of those, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's the exact same thing that I'm doing for the cheekbones, except I'm just going to be doing them on his brow line. So yeah, I will get that started, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so as you can see here, I've made the one brow and put the latex on, and then I used about 2 layers of I used 2 layers of the cotton balls. And in the next part of the tutorial, the next half of the tutorial, I'm going to show you physically how to do that. I just wanted to get a piece done so you can see how it's supposed to look like. So yeah, in part 3 of this tutorial, I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to show you just some finishing steps that I'm going to do, and just a couple side notes.